Many of you may already be aware that the Labour government recently introduced an inheritance tax on farms valued at over £1 million. This policy has sparked widespread outrage among British farmers, leading to ongoing protests. In response, a growing number of farmers have signed a petition urging the government to introduce inheritance tax relief for working farms. The issue was recently debated in Westminster Hall, where several MPs pressed a Labour representative with crucial questions about the policy's impact. Rather than providing clear answers, however, the MP sidestepped their concerns and instead accused them of playing political games. Take a look at this clip and see for yourself.
If we take it that the government is trying to address the large tax avoiders, the Dysons and people with billionaires who are investing to avoid this, and you want to protect real farmers, it's perfectly possible for the HMRC to do so. Farmers are not on PAYE, they all make submissions every year on the amount of time and work and effort and money they make from farming. Wouldn't it be possible to give an unlimited exemption to people who are real farmers based on their HMRC submissions?
Thank the honourable gentleman for his intervention. There'll be something I'll be covering on in my speech later on.
I'm very grateful for the honourable member giving away, and listening is really important. And the things that I've heard from my farmers is they're either caught up between, is this a mistake or is this done on purpose? Did the government mistakenly realise it was going to bring all these family farmers into this inheritance tax and agricultural change? Or, worse still, was it planned all along and is a way of getting the land towards housing and some of the net zero targets? Either could be true. Does he have a preference over which one it is? Because I think farmers want to know, was it a mistake and should it be rectified? Or is this an ideal policy driven by the government?
With respect to the Honourable Gentleman, I'm just confused by his argument, because he's talking about the scope, which is the crux of this issue. What is the scope of this tax? Now, he voted in favour of not changing it. He was quoted in the Eastern Daily Press as saying that it would not hit proper farming families. Is that his position, that this tax doesn't hit, quotes, proper farming families, or should the scope of the tax be changed? Because that is the crux of the issue. And with respect to the argument he set out, I don't know what his position is, other than he voted not to change it.
Try and bring his remarks soon to a close. Let others in, please. Thank you.
Just a quick reply to that. At the start of my speech, I said the problem has been this has been turned into a political football and undermining the ability for us to actually, in clear-minded ways, speak about options and opportunities. And it's really sad that the fact that I can see a shadow minister on the opposite side, who I know worked very hard on this, and that I've been able to work with him cross-party, that at the same time the shadow Secretary of State does not want to work in a manner that could get the best outcome for our farmers, and that's very sad. Anyway,
Do you think this Labour government is the worst in UK history? Many people are frustrated with their policies, but what do you think? If you agree, don't forget to like this video, and more importantly, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going.